I'ma dance like Chris Brown. Nigga, my water don't drown. Neck whip like baptized. Church. MJ with the 4-5. Fade away. No budget. What? Never like a mummy. Fake to a dummy. Got a lot of young dummies. Go roll rap with the tummy. By the apartment. I moved the in abundance. Buzz on the. I split the like circumference. Then up. It's a buzz down. Got it in the old name. The buzz. We don't even hear. We just buzz down. Got my on the roof, gon' make them buzz down. By the it's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but it no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, buzz down, buzz down. 30 down, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep high up. Yeah, it's my decorator. Well, damn. Joysticks like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my weight. My impatient. Whoa. Remix. In the basement. In the den. In the kitchen. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, a baby. Got weed like Sinead. No, hey, throwing them like Luda. I'm older like a. I pass it like a.
We come to you north of the border from Toronto, Ontario. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the Raptors are Canada's team. Only fitting. Toronto's the 4th largest city in North America.
Ed, all that sounds great, but I'll tell you what. I love everything about T-Dot. The food, the music, the culture, the people, the energy of the city. It's off the charts. Every NBA player wants to come through the 6.
No one really cares if it's cold because inside these walls, it's always revved up. Opening tick taken in by the Raptors, and we're underway in Toronto. Rockets have the steal. Lays it up and in. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
To Ibaka. Lowry. Kawhi Leonard sizing up Eric Gordon. He buries it off the step back.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now it's Harden at the controls. To Paul. Here's a chance from long range. He was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Harden to Fareed. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Lowry into the front court. Down 2. To Danny Green. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Leonard throws it up.
I'm here.
Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Leonard to Lowry. Over to the right side. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Harden. To Paul. Rockets with 4 to shoot. Another chance. Cleared by Ibaka. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down just a couple. And count the basket inside. Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Lynn against Chris Paul. Pascal Siakam to Leonard. Has a look. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Paul across the timeline. The score 10-8. From the painted area, won't go down. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Oops, he missed the first one. Missed the second as well. Rivers into the front court. Leads a bucket. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with Rivers. Almost, but no good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Nene to Paul. Ooh, Chris Paul. 3 for 4. Good start. He has that sixth sense that you just can't teach.
He's like a traffic cop, and he's navigating a myriad of bodies coming his way. And there's a smaller innuendo of the game that nobody talks about. When he makes a great pass, he'll tell the offensive player, shoot it, go up, dunk it. He will direct you and lead you to success.
Offensive rebound. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lynn. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. He's now 4 for 6.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Tucker looking for his man. Lynn with it. Now down 6. Knocked loose. Rockets have it. It's Paul for 2. Doesn't get the bounce.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning the ankle on that landing.
Another follow. No good. First quarter's complete. The Rockets with the lead. The shooting in that first quarter was white hot. It's got to be hard to think these teams can keep up that pace in the second.
The pace of this game has been prolific. As a fan, I love to watch. As a coach, I would be pulling my hair out. These players would drive me crazy. I need to see some defense, please.
I don't want to ask this question. What hair?
Why would you ask it then if you don't want to ask?
Just going there.
Okay. Well, you went there.
Tucker, pass to the rim, throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, they make it look so easy.
Yeah, but it's really not that easy. And as a passer, if your pass is just a fraction too early or a fraction too late, that throws the whole play off. The timing of this has to be impeccable.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 2 for 2 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Fareed to P.J. Tucker. Lobs it up. That pass taken away by Toronto. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
New blood coming in for both sides. Harden with it up top. They lead it. 4-point game. To Fareed. There's the toss. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the defender's got to take note. Otherwise, that shot's going up all game long.
To Ibaka. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. And a putback slam.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Serge Ibaka tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Harden. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. That's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. Substitution being made in this one. Lynn with it. Trailing by 4. Pass Pascal Siakam, strong finish.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's in the hands of Harden. To Fareed. Probing the defense. Looks to make a move. Fareed sets him up, flushes down the slam.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
And a whistle.
A simple touch foul.
Clint Capella knocked it away.
Oh! Some fans should take that ball home as a gift.
That's a souvenir. Pascal Siakam. Leonard buries it. It's a three.
As a shooter, your hands always have to be ready. Ready, meaning that your hands are always providing a target to the passer for an easy catch and shoot.
And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
James Harden at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. Able to convert on both free throws. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Kawhi Leonard against Harden. Shot from the lane won't go. To Fareed. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Lynn, defended by Eric Gordon. To Leonard. Kicks it around the perimeter. Leonard. It's Capella who clears the rebound. To Harden. To Fareed. Tosses. Easy path to the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Toronto with the basketball. And he'll go to the foul line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Jeremy Lin, a couple of free throws on the way. He struggled so far. And he connects on the first free throw. And fails to hit them both. Hits the first, misses the second. Harden. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
Lin with it. Margins 8. Pascal Siakam to Danny Green. Clint Capella with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Harden in possession. Final minute, first half. Layup goes down. Well done. Now a whistle, and Toronto is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Mike D'Antoni going to make some moves and set his matchups. Lynn. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Paul. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Short jumper stays out. That misses with a second to go. Slams it home on the putback. Time expires to end the first half. The Rockets way out in front.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Rockets entered halftime with a solid lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Raptors have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Houston Rockets are putting in the kind of effort that doesn't always show up in our top plays, but it can't be said enough how important it is to take control of the boards. That's exactly what this squad has done in this matchup.
Player of the half.
Nene was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half, and I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
James Harden at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. To the rim. Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Lowry with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Strong finish that time for Danny Green. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Lowry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. And scores.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
And he'll head to the line.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Clint Capella has got 2 shots coming. A career 48% free throw shooter. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Pascal Siakam to Ibaka. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Harden to Paul. Down to 5 on the 24. Throws it up. That's a 24-second violation. Lowry matched up with Paul. Trying to cash in. Lowry with a shot that's no good. To Harden. Kawhi Leonard able to recover with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 4 for 6.
This is why I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Paul looking for his man, flushes down the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Toronto has the basketball. Oh, whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Kawhi Leonard matched up with P.J. Tucker. To Ibaka. Serge Ibaka slams it down. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
James Harden, 3 for 6 now. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
So Lowry. Leonard to Ibaka. Flushes it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Whistle blows. Oh, his back goes to the basket. 5-second count. It's going the other way. Time to shuffle things up. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. James Harden. 4 out of 7.
It just seems like one of 3 things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a 3. Pick your poison.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Doesn't have the touch. No good. To Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Lowry into the front court. Down a dozen. Screen coming. Lowry matched up with Dene. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Nope. First one does not go. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Paul. Count the bucket for 2.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Curling inside. Well done, Kyle Lowry. With that, he's 5 for 9.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Tucker to Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. Tucker, pass to the rim. The shot clock expires. Kawhi Leonard here against Nene. Knocked loose. Rockets come up with it. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
I got ball.
Rockets have the steal. Runner's good there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. It's been all Rockets. Raptors ball as we get going here in the fourth. And they're not totally out of it just yet, but you'd have to say they have lots of work to do to get back in this game.
They probably have to put together some kind of 10-0 run to get back in this ball game, but this is when an opportunity has a chance to become magical. I've been part of it, and I've seen it happen so many different times. Just because a team has been dominating you the last couple of quarters doesn't mean that you can't start believing in yourself, that you can do anything you want to do on the court at any given time. You watch, once you start to believe, you'll get back in this game.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Nice pass to get things going.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
It goes down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Lowry has the basketball. Clint Capella swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Fareed to Paul. Harden lobs it up, flushes down the slam. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Lowry with it. His guys down big. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Lowry to Leonard. The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Fareed to Paul. Harden, there's the toss. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Leonard. And the rebound comes down to the Rockets. Paul into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. And the finish at the rim.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Lowry into the front court. He'll run the offense. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Paul to Harden. Paul sets him up. Leonard.
That'll be a winning formula in overtime every time. Answer a 2 on one end with a 3 on the other. Ed, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think a 3 is more than a 2, correct?
That is great math, my friend. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. To Gerald Green. Gerald Green slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Fires the three. Offensive rebound. Serge Ibaka looking good. 4 for 5.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Tosses. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Trailing by 15. Can't connect. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
To the rim. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor.
Watch the cutter coming through. Bump, 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 bump.
To Gerald Green. Rockets with 4 to shoot. The shot by Rivers, no good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. To Leonard. Can't connect from inside. To Gerald Green. And stuffs it home. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither. Kawhi Leonard takes on Eric Gordon. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Leonard, deep right corner. A couple of cracks at the line now.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First try, no good. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Now the Rockets will use a timeout. High fives all around. This game is well in hand in the final minute. Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. Harden throws it up. Flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
Clint Capella knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Leonard. That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets were solid in today's victory. Sometimes a team can hurt itself by being so aggressive on defense, and sometimes a team can guarantee itself a win by using defensive aggression in a focused way, like we saw here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Raptors just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
The Houston Rockets were very impressive in the way they shared the ball, giving each other the opportunity to not just take good shots, but great shots. That's what I believe made the difference for them in this game, that being the great assists.
Player of the game.
James Harden played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.